We are Witches Who Podcast.
Hey, Shelby.
Hey, Dee.
Anything interesting or weird happened to you lately?
Totally.
Ooh.
There's always, I always say this, but it's like, it's not weird. It's just different. But I'm like, everybody's definition of weird is, different. And my definition of weird, I feel like my weird stake is like way up here. You know what I mean? Like, whereas most people's like weird is, not that weird to me. Anyways, so lately, I know it's summertime and that's when all the bugs come out and, it's just more vibrant, right? Outside and it's hot and bugs want to get inside. But I have this I really don't like spiders. I just hate them so much. And I do have pest control outside. They don't come in my house or anything.
How are we friends? It's not like I love spiders, but I see daddy long legs happens very often. We see him in the shower and I'm always saving spiders.
Okay, I will say there is one right there, in the corner by my back door. And I've left it there. I haven't, it's been there for weeks.
Yeah.
And I just let her stay.
Okay.
Because I'm in my belief that's the only reason why there's no ants in my house right now.
Oh, sure.
So that's why I'm letting her be there.
So what would happen if the spider comes down?
I'd panic.
Oh, okay. But will you kill it or will you?
I'd tell somebody that they need to take it
spray it?
outside. No, I don't have any chemicals or anything like that. The pest control I have is like the organic orange oil stuff, the people that come because my dog, but which it doesn't even really work. So I should probably just cancel it. But yeah, so the spiders, I hate them, but they keep showing up everywhere in my life lately, like everywhere. And I've never had this problem, I've never had pests in my house other than the ant situation because we live on a giant ant hill in Fallbrook. But ants haven't been bad this year for me at least. And so everywhere I go, there's a spider. I've never had anything other than flies or whatever upstairs. But the last couple nights, there's a spider in my bathroom, which is weird. It's on the second floor. How are they getting in here? Tiny little black spider. I'm at my in-laws' house the other day and this huge wolf spider ran across the patio. And at the studio, there was a spider that was hanging down and I'm like, oh my God. And somebody grabbed its little web and put it outside. And so it's everywhere I've been going lately, spiders keep showing up. And I know that spiders, they have a lot of spiritual meaning actually. Yeah. And I wanted to.
Because we also call we always say spider medicine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I had, I was looking up the spiritual meaning of spiders and it's all the spiritual context. They're powerful symbols that represent creation, destiny, and interconnectedness. And they're often associated with fate, weaving one's own destiny in the intricate network of life. And I thought that was just kind of really cool. And they're also, one of them says, weaving destiny and fate, symbolizing patience and the feminine energy, transformation, and change, which makes a lot of sense too. I'm about to give birth to twins, right? Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of change and transformation about to happen with the feminine energy. But it was just so interesting. I'm like, okay, what else? What are these spiders trying to tell me? You know what I mean? And it's they keep popping up for a reason. I'm obviously not getting it or they'd stop, right? Or I would stop paying attention to it. Or
maybe they don't want you to be as scared of them anymore.
Maybe it's that.
Yeah.
And it's time to conquer your fear to, I don't know, something.
You're a hypnotherapist. Yeah. Hypno yourself into the fear of spiders.
Yeah, that's very possible to do. Actually, I've done it before for somebody else, just not me.
Wow.
But yeah, they just keep showing up, and now I'm paranoid. I'm like, there's a spider. Remember the worm that was on the thing?
Yeah, it was like a caterpillar.
Yeah, it was so weird.
I know. I show my husband. He's like, I don't think that's a centipede because I thought it was a centipede.
That's right.
And he's like, it looks like a caterpillar. And I was like,
yeah, that makes more sense actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. These spiders, they're just showing up literally everywhere for me. So I need to figure out their message so they'll stop.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. What
What if your kids love spiders?
Oh, good for them. Yay. So I love reptiles. Like I think they're the coolest thing. I love snakes, everything. Christian hates snakes. Like cannot do snakes at all. And he's fine with everything else. Snakes it's his only thing. And I can't handle spiders, but I can handle everything else. Weird thing though is I used to have a pet tarantula as a kid. And was totally fine with it. Completely fine with it. It's the little ones that freak me out. Big ones, I'm like, okay, like I see you, you know? But little ones, I'm like, they're fast and creepy, and I don't know where they are. Like, I don't know.
Well, tarantulas,
they can be quick.
they can be. I remember it actually when I was little, living in Mexico, and there was like, they jump really high.
They do?
There was this jumping tarantula.
Oh
I
my
remember they
God.
used to,
That would freak me
and
out.
it was like I saw this tarantula jump like easy over 5 feet. And my mom is like freaked out. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did not know. Okay, new fear unlocked.
Well, no. I don't know if it was a particular.
We are really close to Mexico.
Yeah. Like we're so far. No, don't worry, they're not coming. Next thing you know, because you're attracting them, it's like, it's not jumping tarantula in the back.
I'm gonna have a dream about it now.
Oh gosh, no.
That's the other thing. I keep having really weird dreams, and spiders keep showing up in my. So I had a dream. I think it was last night or the night before, that I was doing something like with my hands. I don't know what. I can't remember what. And a spider showed up, and I freaked out. Like, and I was like, I went to turn really fast, and I broke my pinky nails.
What?
Like, how weird is that? Like.
Interesting that it was like the pinky nails.
Yeah.
Like you knew it was like.
Yeah, both of them. I broke both my pinky nails off because I was like turning to look at this spider. And I'm like, what?
I wonder what the pinky means.
Yeah,
represents.
like why pinky?
It's also, I know our phalanges here represent
like planets?
the planets. Oh, which one is, I know there's like a Venus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but represent also the chakras.
Interesting.
I can't remember, but can't think about it. Yeah. Very interesting. So
yeah, so I don't know. Spiders.
Spiders, please be nice to our spider friends. A lot of people have that fear though of spiders. It's like a lot of people. I remember one of my ex-coworkers, we shortly after I started working there, were kind of just chatting about just life, and I don't know, we were talking about the fears, and it's like, I hate spiders. Like she just couldn't just put up with spiders in any way. And she's a woman of faith, and she told me, I was like, what? You know, there was actually a black widow behind where we were sitting and stuff, but I was like, it's kicking it. It's like not doing anything to us. It's like in a corner hidden from us.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my gosh, kill it. I'm like, it's not doing anything to you. Like, let it be. And she said that the spiders were not in the Bible.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's like, yeah, they're not anywhere.
Evil. Just kidding. There is evil in the Bible.
It's
You know what's also really funny is my mom loves spiders.
Really?
Yeah. Like she's always joked that she's going to get a tattoo around her belly button. That's a spider. And her belly button's going to be like the Black Widow, like the red part of the Black Widow. Like that is the grossest thing ever. But she always has
Deb,
big...
do it. Do it. I vote.
Just do it. It's so
cool.
funny. But those big like weaver spiders, like
what are they? Yeah.
I don't remember.
The orb weavers.
Oh, yeah, those.
Yeah.
She has a bunch of those, and she's in her backyard, and they make the most beautiful webs.
They do.
And she's obsessed with them. She's like, I've had this. She'll tell me all the time. She's like out in the backyard. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like out in the backyard, hanging out with my spider, and there's this huge, beautiful web. And she's like, every morning she goes up there and she fixes her little web, and then goes down, and then she comes back.
You can train them.
You can?
So, interesting fact. I know we veered to a whole spider episode. So, interesting fact. They will make their webs, like beautiful webs, in some bizarre places. So they were doing it. They actually did it in our old house, and then they were doing it in this house. They will do it on our entryway, like downstairs where the gate is.
Okay. Yeah.
So you will, at night, there's a little tiny light that is around. You won't see it. You will run right into the web. I don't know how many webs I have run into. So Mike, my husband, started to kind of like make an arch with he wouldn't like destroy the entire web.
Push them?
It will push it into an arc, and then she started, or he started. Are spiders female or male?
Both,
female? I
right?
guess they're both. Okay.
Because
She
the female spider always, after they breed, most of the time, the female spider eats the male spider.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
good for them.
but they started to make. She started to make her
Just on
web.
her own. Yeah, smart.
And you can move them easily. And but yeah, I have, even last week I run into a spider web. I walk out the house and decided to do it right at the front door, and I just like, oh man.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Yeah.
It freaks me out. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, if I ever get bit by a spider, let me turn into like Spider Woman. Like, you know, like best case scenario, that's what happens. So I'm just like so terrified. I think that's the fear, is that like I'm gonna get bit by a spider and like lose an arm, or like go into like
What? Where do you
cardiac
hear
arrest
these
or something. I have no
things?
idea. I don't know.
Oh, man, no, I did actually not too long ago. I don't know if it was an ant or a spider, because apparently you live in ant hill, but they're all in my house. But I got a fever.
What? From an ant bite?
I don't know if it was an ant or a spider that bit me.
You know what I just learned is ants don't only bite you, they also sting you. I didn't know that.
I figure they do because they burn.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know if all of them, but they do. So I'm between right now the fleas with my cat in the summer, even though thankfully we don't have a lot of carpet.
Yeah.
But, fleas from outside. And I do love to be on the grass, and lately I've been in place. I don't have grass in my house.
I'm trying to get Lyme disease.
No, thank you.
We don't have deer ticks out here, right?
No, I don't even know. No.
Is that the only thing that can carry
Don't put
it?
that on me. No, thank you.
That won't happen.
But
It's not happening.
ants and the spiders, I am, the other day I was changing, my husband's like, what happened to your legs? It's like,
You do have a bunch of ants. I remember that.
yes.
Those little tiny
Not
weird
anymore.
ones.
Now they're like the red ones.
Oh my gosh, that's even worse.
I have no clue. And then they found, him and my youngest found where they were coming from, cover the hole. They show up again.
Yeah.
They just like us. We're popular.
Huh.
They like to hang out with us. I kind of
That's
feel
so
a little,
crazy.
kind of like, ooh, they like to hang with the cool people.
I wonder what ants mean, because I was talking to my mom today too, and she's like huffing and puffing, all pissed off. I'm like, what's wrong with, like, what happened? She goes, the one day I don't have anything to do, I wake up and my entire kitchen is covered in ants. She's like, I don't mean that they're trailing in and like hanging out around the sink. She goes, they're in my cupboards, they're in my cabinet. She goes, I had to throw away all of my food except for my fridge and my canned goods.
Oh my God.
Everything, like all the bread, all the snacks, all the cereal. She goes, the coffee,
Oh my God.
everything, breadcrumb, literally everything. And she was at like Home Depot getting like a bunch of crap to.
So bunch of ants, the Burning Man of ants at your mom's.
Yeah, I'm like, what? So I wonder what ants mean spiritually. Now I kind of want to look it up, because you've got, I mean, it's the season of ants. You know?
It is. And we do get it very seasonal, like we do. But this time we always had the little black ones. But this time it's been the bigger ants, the red ants.
The red ants, yeah.
Which is interesting, because those are the ones that I see outside. And when I'm always outside in my little meditation thing, there's tons of ants, and there is spiders, that tiny little spiders. They almost look like jumping spiders. Remember our friend Haley?
Yeah.
She had like jumping spiders. She was trying to,
Yeah, she was like breeding them.
Yes. And I wanted them so bad. Everybody, please go check out the jumping spiders. They're the cutest things ever.
There's like a really cute like Disney short like film about a jumping spider, and it's actually really cute. I don't know, maybe it's not a Disney short, maybe it's just like a YouTube video. I'll have to find it, because it's really cute.
We'll find it and put it in our show notes.
So we always say that and then we never do.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
just send us a message and remind us.
Yeah, I'll try to remember. Okay, so I looked up the spiritual meaning of ants, and it says ants are team workers, and they work together in order to achieve something great. In order for you to achieve something substantial in your life, you must align yourself with others who can help propel you to another level. There is a popular saying that no man is an island, and this is confirmed by the Bible. That's interesting. Then there's another one that says the spiritual meaning of ants revolves around hard work, diligence, and cooperation.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Have to pay attention where it might not being a team worker.
Yeah. Maybe that's
All
it.
right.
Being
Or
a
am I
team player.
team player? I'm sorry, and collaborating. I want to do it on my own. No, I'm kidding.
I'm like that. I need to not do that. It's funny because I'm like, I am, but I'm also not. Like, I have no problem being like, I'm too tired. Can you get me that? Or like
Yeah.
stuff like I don't have any problem asking for help. It's like, I think the problem is what help do I ask for?
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem. It's like, I know I need something, but I don't know what it is.
Ah,
You know?
well, get used to asking after you have a
Yeah.
baby because
Somebody
most
help
of
me.
them,
You're just gonna figure out what, but
yeah. Maybe they'll
I know I
do you
need
want
it.
this? Do you want this? Do
Yeah.
you want this? Is it this? Is it this?
That's
Is it this?
perfect. Just do
There you
that.
go. Perfect. Yeah, I'll do it.
Perfect. I love it.
All right. Well, hello everyone. After our spider tangent.
Yeah. Our insect
Yeah,
brigade.
insane breed. I am Dee.
I'm Shelby.
And we are the Witches Who Podcast.
Yes.
Yes. Hello. So here we are. In today's episode, it is listener stories.
Yay. Can you believe we're on episode 30?
30. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We made it. We made it to episode 30.
I like threes. 30 is a good
I
number.
like that. It is a good number.
Yeah.
369. It's so funny. If you haven't seen our episode on numerology, go check it out. But we were in LA recently, and we took this nice little walk to a restaurant from our daughter's house, and I don't even know what it was, but it said 369 Divinity. It was next to an art shop. It was at night, so it was closed. But I was curious. I was like, I wonder what type of business that was.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, I remember. I did know what it was. It was a hair salon.
Oh, even that's not what I would have
I know.
guessed. I would
That's
have
right.
guessed like
That's
an
what it
art
was.
studio or like.
No, there was an just like an art supply
Oh, okay.
business next to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a salon. I just remember because they had a little scissors like.
Cute.
stuff.
Like I want to go there.
I know.
Have you seen these new like hair pop-up hair places that are coming up, like scalp massages, and like there's like one just opened up in Temecula. There's a couple downtown.
Scalp massages?
Yeah, they don't like cut your hair or anything, but they have like they like shampoo you and they like do like scalp massages and like all this stuff. Like I forget what they're
To
calling
improve
them.
growth? Or just
I have no
to
idea.
feel good?
Yeah, I think it's just
Like I always
a-
wanted that head massager that looks like a spider.
Yeah.
You just put it on your head. And
Those
you
feel
like,
so good.
yeah.
Yeah, totally. I don't know, but they're like popping up all over the place.
Interesting. I have not. I kind of live under spiders, under ants right now, under a rock. But so we are on episode 30, and it's all about listener stories.
Yes,
so
yes,
I actually, Shelby has a couple of stories. I have a couple of stories, and the stories that I have one is for my sister, and one is for my grandma.
Ooh.
I know. I was like, oh, all right. So, so the one for my sister, which is so funny. Oh, and Tucker's back. I'm so excited. I haven't seen Tucker in a while. He
just
waddle.
He just
I say
awakened.
he is. He's very enlightened. On the enlightened scale, you are pretty far up there.
He is just a ray of light.
Yes. So my sister, she was telling me a story of when we were kids, and I had she never mentioned this. Okay. So my grandparents, they were kind of first settlers in my hometown of Tecate in Mexico. And when they moved there was nothing. It was like people were just starting to settle and kind of being pioneers there. And they bought this really gigantic lot and divided the lot in 9 smaller lots to make like a compound.
Compound, yeah.
And gave one lot to each of their children. Cool. So my mom still has a house in that lot. Like the large property still belongs to my family, but not everybody lived my grandparents' dream of having all their children living there. They live all over the world. But my mom still has her house there. And then my sister,
sorry, water hit the thingy.
My sister also has a house in another lot that was that she inherited from my grandma. So we were very poor back in the day, and so my mom, my sister, and I lived in literally 2 rooms. It was just 2 rooms in this big lot, and my grandma. We live in a hill, and my grandma lived, you can say, like downhill, downstairs from it. So my sister was telling me that one night I had fallen asleep. We were at my grandma's. I had fallen asleep, and I must have been like, I think she said like 5 or something like that. So she was like 12. And she's like, we're walking up, the little hill, and you could see our, like the front of big window of one of our, like our home, of the room. And she said that my mom was like carrying me, and we're walking up, and she's like holding my sister's hand as they're going up the hill. And she looks over to the window, and she sees a man inside the house that looked like El Zorro, like with that little hat, like the Zorro.
Oh my God, what?
And she said she was so, I know. And that she said she looked, and he didn't seem like scary, but he was looking like at us coming up. And she said that she got so scared, and she just squeezed my mom's hand, and she just kind of put her head down. And then that night, when she went to bed,
she didn't say anything. Like,
she didn't say anything.
There's an intruder in our house.
Nothing.
Oh my
because
gosh.
when we got closer, it disappeared. But it wasn't. She knew that it wasn't like a person inside the house.
Yeah.
So she's like, it's like after that, she would sleep with her hands like holding her neck.
Oh my gosh.
Like just holding her neck at night. She would sleep like that. So she truly believes that she was hung at some point in life.
Oh.
But after that, she had seen it before, she had told me, and was scared. But that time she saw him very, very clearly.
Oh
and she just would sleep at night with her hands over her neck. How creepy is that? Oh my gosh,
that's awful. He was coming to hang her?
So then we started to stipulate. I was like, wait, okay, so hold on. He seemed like non-dangerous.
And how come
like
nobody else
scary? Yeah, well, because he was a ghost.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
So I was like, what if he was your lover? And maybe he would try to save you, and maybe you were hanged. And that's just like, I don't know, but it's scared.
Yeah, because if he didn't seem malicious, then maybe he was coming to protect her.
I was like,
his sword.
I know.
How interesting.
I was like, El Zorro. Like, what?
And she just never told anybody?
No. I don't even know how we ended up in this conversation.
Oh my gosh.
But isn't that creepy? Like,
how did you walk into the house like at all?
And she still said nothing. One, she's like, you were all sleeping. My mom was carrying you. Were a big baby. You were like 5. I was like, well, I'm the favorite, of course. But she's like, yeah, just walked in and let's go to bed. And she was all freaked out looking at the window and making sure there was nobody around, and went to sleep with her hands over her neck.
Does she still do that?
You know what? I didn't ask her. I have not.
That'd be so interesting to do a past life regression.
I know.
And see, like, who is this Zorro man and why?
Yeah.
What's with the hands?
I know.
Because when you actually first said it, because when you said like guy that looked like, or a man that looked like Zorro, I was like I was thinking sword, and I was like, oh, maybe she got her like throat slashed. Yeah. But she was like holding it.
Yeah, that could be. She just like associated with being hung. Yeah. Hang at some point. But it could be.
So weird.
I know.
And she was like, you said 12 or so?
Yeah, she was about 12.
So odd. Because they say like around 7 or 8, your pineal gland like calcifies and you stop like really being able to see that part of the veil. But it sounds like, that's so interesting that, I don't know. Because I feel like right around that time was when I really, like, I would think I was like 12 or so, where I really started to like see things for real. Where I was like, this isn't my imagination kind of thing. So I don't know if that's actually.
She did say that it didn't feel menacing in any way. Yeah. So it maybe but she associated with scary, and then maybe she shut it down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because the fear will.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of things have happened to my sister. Like people have put curses on her. And goodness. That was when she was 12. But when she was, oh my gosh, I was in my teen years. This woman did like witchcraft on her. Like we found it in our property. Like we went to this shaman witch woman, and she's like, you need to look for this in your property. And it was like there. So, and then she did like the egg thing where they did like an egg cleansing. Yeah. I think I mentioned this before to you, or I'm not sure, but I remember we went to Tijuana, and we had to buy eggs and do this egg and crack this egg, and the egg had hair inside.
That is so creepy.
Like how, like what? How? Yeah, we just bought them from the market.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
I
that is
know.
so wild.
It's so crazy. But yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
creepy.
that's really creepy. Yeah.
And then not saying anything. I was like, oh, maybe you're holding your throat because you could have spoken up and you
Yeah, I wonder,
didn't.
does she have any like issues like voicing her
Yeah,
like
people
expression and
pleasing
stuff? Oh
full
yeah.
time. Yeah,
Oh, there's a lot to that. I'm so curious now.
I know.
Oh, that's a good story. Oh,
Yeah, so
now I'm gonna
yeah,
be looking in
creepy.
every window. I feel like that's always like my instinct anyways, because I'm like, that's where you're gonna see. Like
Yeah.
even when you're like watching shows, I'm always like looking in the window, or like we're out somewhere, I'm like looking in the windows of everything. I'm like, that's where I'm gonna see a ghost.
I know.
It's in the
You know
window.
what? Kind of funny, not funny. So I've been binging Stranger Things
Oh, I
because the
love
new
Stranger
season is
Things.
coming like in the fall. And so I don't watch it after dark.
Yeah.
And but I had to take a break the other day because I was like, I'm psyching myself up. And then we have a lot of plumerias in our home. And there was one plumeria that hasn't quite opened. And I was like, oh my gosh, it looks just like a Demogorgon about to open up because the Demogorgon looks like a bud
Oh, yeah,
flower.
you're right.
And I'm just like, okay, no, cannot ruin this for me. I'm gonna take a break on this. So I started watching Project Runway from the beginning, from season 1.
Oh my gosh, that's
It's
really
so
funny.
funny.
Oh,
People in 2004. Oh my gosh, I
2004?
remember
It's been
those
on that
days.
long? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, dang.
they're on season 21 now. It just
Wow.
started the new season.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I did not know it's been on that long. That's insane.
It's so crazy.
Oh
Anyhow,
man,
so that was my sister's story.
I love that so much. Okay, I'm gonna read one of our listener stories that was sent in. I don't know if we can use her name, and didn't ask.
I believe we can.
Okay, so
I
this
told
is
her.
from Alice.
Elise.
Elise, I'm so
Yes.
sorry. From Elise. And this is her first ghost memory experience, she says. So I'm just going to read it word for word. Okay. I grew up in a small town in North San Diego County. Throughout my life, I've had a few strange experiences. Some of those were at my dad's family ranch in the house that we lived in. As a small child, I lived on my great-grandfather's flower ranch. It was an old house that had been converted over the years from a bunkhouse for the ranch hands to the home I knew as a child. It was an odd layout, but we were happy there. One incident was in the kitchen with my mom. We were in the kitchen. My mom was cooking while I sat at our table. She has tables in like quotations. I was probably around 7 or 8 years old, so the late 70s, maybe younger. The table I'm talking about wasn't a regular dining table. In our kitchen, we had an old 50s, 60s diner style bar table. So they had the with stools and chairs that swiveled. So like like the diner counters,
Yeah.
and like this chairs swiveled
Yeah.
and they swivel back. Yeah. So I sat at the open end of the bar next to my mom as she was cooking at the stove, just 2 feet away, right next to me. As we talked, my mom was facing me, and she drew a little picture too,
Oh,
which is really cute.
we're gonna have to.
So it's like
Scan it.
four top table. She like has an arrow with this ghost. And then her mom sitting at the stove. I'll show it in a minute. So as we talked, my mom was facing me, and in the corner of my eye, we both saw the stool at the opposite end of me. It turned out like somebody was getting out of it, and then it swiveled back like someone let go. Yeah. We looked at each other, and my mom said to me, "Did you see that?" And I, with big eyes, shocked, shook my head yes. I don't remember much after that moment, but knowing my mom, she would have made sure that I shouldn't be afraid of it.
Yeah.
My mom is always good at teaching me about positive energy and negative energies. So thanks, Mom.
Oh, that is sweet. How creepy though. It was just
Yeah.
to see that like very obvious.
Yeah, like pause
Yeah.
and back. Like
Yeah.
and just the swivel just in general. Like I'm imagining like a 50s style like Richie's Diner,
Yeah,
the milkshake bar and everything else.
yeah.
And like, yeah, those chairs, like they totally like swivel.
I wonder what the story
Oh.
is with the chairs. Like,
Like,
where did they get it?
where'd they come
Hold
from?
on.
Yeah.
Okay. I love
Totally.
that. It reminded me of the time that we had that encounter here on the podcast where the bag, you can hear it on the podcast, the bag sliding
out.
and falling, and we're nowhere near it. And Tucker was asleep. Of like, you can't deny that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
like how do you
and seeing it.
deny the little swivel? Like it clearly swiveled open. Like it's those, and if you've like ever sat in those, they're like hard.
Yeah.
Like they swivel back. Like
Yeah.
they're meant to like
Yeah.
yeah. Like that would
And there has
Yeah.
to be like a being, an entity, a person of substantial weight.
That's it.
To turn it and then swivel back.
Yeah. Yeah, to pull in, like, let go or whatever. But to get it to swivel at all, they're not like, I remember being a little kid and having a hard time like getting out because I wanted to swivel back before I could get out, you know?
Oh my gosh. Elise, so what do you guys do after? Like, you just continue to cook and like, just, the ghost just went to the bathroom or like came back. What's going on? Oh, how creepy.
Yeah. And I love too, she says it was her first experience.
Oh, Elise, send us more.
I'm assuming, that she's got more than just that one.
No, I'm sure she does.
Well, I want to hear them.
I know. So we need all the
sending in all the stories. All of you, please. Give us more.
Yes.
Can't get enough of this stuff.
I know. So the last story I have is from my grandma. My grandma's 93, guys. She's awesome. So, and again, I don't even know. And all these stories, I got it in one trip down to Mexico where I don't even know how we ended up talking about like ghost stuff. But this is actually kind of this happened within the past 12 years.
Oh,
like it's not like a long, I know she has a lot from back in the day, but this particular happened about 12 years ago. And, or maybe, around that time, but other people saw it. My grandma was just telling me this story. So again, we're picturing the big lot, right?
okay.
So, this happened in her property where she lives, her house there. And then my aunt's house, who is like also on a hill, kind of right above my grandma, like on that side. So she is like our neighbor, up on that hill. So, the first thing that happened, my grandma was inside her house, and my uncle had, he kind of flips cars. So he'll restore cars and sell them. Mm-hmm. And he had, people working with him, but he had some friends over, and I think they were like barbecuing or doing something. Like there was like activity happening outside with people. And there were these kids playing. And this kid comes running in, and he said that he saw a man next to my grandpa, close to my grandpa's old hammock that he had outside. And he described my grandpa to the T. And my grandpa had been dead for like 2 years.
What?
Yeah. And they're like, he was like, oh, I saw this man over there. He kind of like he didn't expect to see this man. And then he described him to the T. So my grandpa was all hanging out.
Oh. Wow.
I know.
And this wasn't that long ago. You said within the last.
It was like 12 years. Mm-hmm. And
that kid, I'm assuming, did not know.
No, he had no idea.
Yeah.
Like he was just somebody who came with somebody.
Some random kid
that was out there.
And
it's like, oh my gosh, I just saw some señor over there, and they're like, wait, what? There's nobody else. Like, count. It's just us. Like, who is it? And it's like, how did he look? And he described my grandpa.
That is so wild.
I know.
Aw.
I know.
That's kind of cool.
I know. But also creepy for a kid. I know.
Yeah.
So around the same time, I think, my aunt, who lives on the hill, kind of neighboring us, she had a couple, a man and a woman, working. There can be a lot, what am I thinking about? The weeds outside, so they were clearing like the brush because her property had some brush, and she had hired these two people to come and clear it, and they were clearing outside. And so they're on the outside, and then if the house is like in front of them, and they saw a man inside the house looking out at them.
Same house?
This is my aunt's house. This is not my grandma's house. So that was up there, and they were clearing the brush, and they said they saw a man, but they clearly, they're like, it was like a ghost.
Yeah.
They knew that it wasn't like a person in there. And then they went and told my aunt.
How do you tell somebody that?
They went in, they're like, hey, we just saw like a man in your house, but they have known that who was just in the home. And they're like, we just saw a man in the house. And they described my grandpa to the T. The people were so scared, they didn't even finish the job and left.
God. Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, sure he's hanging there because he
that
was
his
a lot in
property. He was
that.
proud of it.
Yeah,
Like,
but he loved my aunt, and my aunt, he did so much work at her house, and it was just, things like that. So he was
funny.
just kicking it in there.
And you guys still have that
But
property out there?
yeah, we have, at our house, we haven't, I don't think I have any encounters, even though lately I have felt my grandpa a lot with these little brown birds.
Oh,
They're very
interesting.
like common little birds here in California,
Mm-hmm.
and they just give me tata vibes.
Huh.
And I'm like, hey, what's up?
How funny.
I know. But yeah, so my tata is creeping out people.
I love that so much. Like,
But
that's
how
awesome.
crazy. So my grandma was telling me, she's like, yeah, it's like when they were working out there and they saw and they described it and it was your tata and they grabbed their tools and took off, didn't finish their job.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. I love that story so much. And the fact that there were two of them too.
I know. And they
Like,
both saw
yeah,
him.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they were both so creeped out that they left.
I love that so much.
I know. I'm just like, oh, all right. Sounds good. So creepy funny
Does
stories.
your grandma
grandma.
still live there?
She does live in the old house.
Did
That-
she ever try to like talk to him and like
No, you know what? I don't know. She's kind of angry at him, so I'm not
well.
sure. Maybe cussing him out.
that's why he's hanging out at your aunt's house?
Yeah, that's why. But that house gives me the jibbies. So I used to like my grandparents raised me. My mom's a single mom and she had to work, so I was a lot with my grandparents. But there's that house has 1, 2, 3, 4-ish rooms because one is like. It has a bed, but it's also everybody passes through that room to go to the bathroom and through other rooms. It's almost like an open room. But that space there, it's like there's the kitchen towards the back. There's one room that also gives me the creepies. And then there's that space between going to the bathroom. There's 2 bathrooms in that house. And I always go to my grandma's bathroom, which is kind of nice because she has like one of those raised toilets that is put on top for like older people. I was like, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, why do only old people get that?
Why can't I have one of those? It's nice. So I'm always kind of go to that one, which is kind of close to everything else. But that room gives me the creeps. There is some ancestor picture that she has of this gentleman who's super, super like, he's really old in the picture.
Okay.
And it's like almost like a mugshot, but it's not a mugshot. It's like a nice picture.
Yeah, it's supposed
but
to
it's
be a
just his
portrait.
face. Yes. But it gives every time I go to that, and I'm like, my grandma has so many pictures of like really, really old people, and I'm just like, it gives me the creepies.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
And it's probably like a hallway that has like stuck energy too. It's probably just like the
Oh,
way
I can't.
that, you know.
And it's all wood. Like the everything is wood. So I'm all like,
Yeah, wood holds
and
energy for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It needs like a good cleansing. I gave it a good cleansing a few years ago when my grandma was a little ill, and I went and spent a weekend with her, and I stayed in that creepy room. Yeah, and in that other creepy room that I'm telling you that is like a hallway, that's the room I was in when that troll, like, that you push the belly and he laughs.
Yeah.
That troll was in a drawer.
Oh, it was
And it was in that
house.
room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know. So I don't know. It just gives me the creepies. It doesn't give me the evil creepies. It just gives me like the creepies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't like
I
that.
know.
Oh, speaking of like toys, like that's also another fear that I have of toys that coming to life.
Like battery toys or
Yeah, like
Okay.
or any
Any toy.
any toy came like, but yeah, like the ones that like turn
Yeah.
on and stuff. Probably because I lived through the Furby age. I know we've talked
yeah.
about this on previous episodes, but I'm also like super. I'm like, okay, have you ever heard the term scrunchy mom?
Oh yeah.
So there's crunchy moms,
Oh yeah. No, crunchy.
and then
not
there's scrunchy moms.
Okay, what's
where,
a
like,
scrunchy mom? I
We're
don't
like
know.
half in, half out. We're like,
Oh,
like
okay.
still read all the
Yeah, yeah.
labels and like against most things and all
Okay.
these things, right? But at the same time, I'm going to take some Advil when I need to take some Advil. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
got it. Okay,
You know,
so that's
and
a
I'm still
scrunchy
gonna
mom.
go to Chick-fil-A when I feel like it, kind of thing. You know.
Yeah. Ooh, I want to Chick-fil-A now.
So I would resonate highly with the scrunchy mom thing.
Okay.
But I'm willing to die on the hill of like plastic battery powered toys. I do not want them in my house.
Good.
And I'm willing to die on that hill, and I get made fun of a lot for it, and I do not care one
Girl,
bit.
it's okay. I did not want my kids with like the light up tennis shoes that
yeah,
wear that.
my mom died on that hill too. I never got light up tennis shoes, and I wanted them or Heelys.
Yeah.
And I wanted those
the
really bad
Heelys.
too.
Oh man. Oh girl, talking about Heelys. I saw a video. Somebody sent me a video. Well, I love people. I'm very kind, but I love to see people fall. I'm
funny.
so sorry.
Why is it so
I don't
funny?
know why it makes me laugh so hard. So people send me videos of people falling, and there it said like over 40, like Heelys are not for you. And somebody's like at Costco,
Oh my
and they're
God.
pushing a card, and they like activate their little Heelys, and they fall on their butt, and
Oh
I
my
laugh
God.
so hard, and then
That
the
would be
card
me.
is like falling with. It was horrible, but it's hilarious.
That's probably exactly why my mom didn't let me have Heelys. But the light up shoes. Okay, tell me your reason why you didn't want them to have the light up shoes.
I'm sorry. I'm being judgy, but I thought it was so tacky. I'm sorry. Also, during that time, I was working in the fashion industry,
Okay,
and it was like
valid then. Right,
this
yeah.
and that. But I remember they got my oldest. I think it was like Lightning McQueen type of light up.
All right,
I
yeah.
was like from Payless.
Yeah.
And I was
You're just
like,
mortified.
no, this is not.
Who got these for you?
Yeah. No, I used to be a different, and again, you're a different mom, but I used to go to Nordstrom and buy their tennis shoes, like
I
their
love
footwear.
Nordstrom. I'm not ashamed of it.
No, but I would go, they knew me by name.
Okay, I can do one better. Not to
Okay.
one up or anything.
Okay.
They know my dog.
I love that. And soon your kids.
Pathetic.
Yeah. But I would go like every 3 months to get them shoes because, they're little and they're growing. And I would go, I remember it was like third floor to the kids section and to get them their shoes. And there was this, I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. And he'll be like, hey, Diana, and they'll call my kids by name. And they would watch my kids as I'm looking for their shoes. They just, and then they kind of knew what,
You had a strong enough relationship with these people that they watched your children and they knew
but
what
since they
you would
were
want.
little, I like babies.
it.
I will go and get him like the little super cutie, like booties and things
both
like
your
that.
kids have style. I
And-
mean,
Yeah, I don't.
they both
Yeah,
have like
they
their
do.
style
They
and
do.
like they're
They're
particular about their outfits. For
And
sure.
my oldest is crazy about shoes. I love shoes, and he's insane. He's like I don't know. There's a word for a sneakerhead or something. But it was that was a thing that
I love that.
I just those were where I got him shoes, and they got like a trash shoe, just
Yes.
like run, and
Yeah,
they
we
had
did
like
that
a
too.
fancy shoe. If little tennis shoe or something. If we
Yeah.
went to grandma's or a dinner or
Yeah.
things like that, but light up.
Yeah.
Don't even show me anything. I don't even know if they had light up shoes.
Oh,
I
I
don't
gotta
think
ask
so.
my mom. I wonder if she probably felt the same way because we always went still like we
I
still go there
just-
to Nordstrom and I remember we used to fight all the time and from the time I was a little kid I would not back down. I don't know how my mom dealt with me and I already know I'm in for it because these ones inside of here. But I wanted to wear patent leather pink Doc Martens with everything I had, which she bought them for me.
Yeah.
So her fault.
Yeah,
But I
sure.
mean everything. Like nice dresses. I wore them like my favorite picture of me as a child is it's some birthday party. I'm wearing black leggings, a hot pink tutu, and a black shirt with a bright pink daisy on it.
Aww.
And I have my pink Doc Martens on. I'm holding a fairy wand and I'm wearing a tiara. And I have like real curly hair. I'm probably like 2 years old. And I was like, that's my favorite picture I've ever seen. And my mom's always like, you would not take those shoes off.
I love that. Didn't you just get them semi recently?
And
You
I
found
wanted
them?
them so bad.
Yeah.
Because you can only find the ones that have glitter in them. Like that's the new thing for kids is like they're pink and glittery.
Okay.
Mine didn't have glitter in them and I wanted
Yeah.
them so bad, like for myself now.
Yeah.
And Christian found them
Oh, yeah.
actually on
Okay.
I think eBay or something.
Yes.
And then my mom also found them, but my mom's were like they were both used, but mine were never worn. They were like open box, the one that
Yeah.
Christian found. And my mom's there was like some scuffs on them, so she
Yeah.
actually sent hers back.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I have
That
docs
is
that are
so
like my favorite.
awesome. Yeah.
I have pink those ones that are my favorite, and then I have purple ones, I have black ones, I have green ones, like you name it, I have the colors or whatever. But that was always my thing. We'd fight with my mom because I wanted to wear them with everything. Like I remember we'd always get Easter dresses, like that was the thing, Easter brunch, and I'd have on this really nice frilly little dress and my Doc Martens.
I love that.
I would not back down.
I love that.
So of course, naturally,
Yeah.
I had to go buy pink Doc Martens for my daughter.
Yes, yes, it
And
is
if
a must.
she doesn't like them, I'm going to be really upset.
Get these
Because I want
off
a
me.
match.
I know. That is, oh, it's so cute. But yeah, the shoes. Sorry, went on another tangent with, from creepy toys when I was like, cannot do that light
how
up
did we get here?
shoes. And don't get me wrong, like I loved Payless. I'm telling you, we did not
They
have
grow
a
out of
lot of money.
shoes so fast
But that's where
anyways.
I got the jellies, like the
Yeah,
jelly shoes.
They used to have those at Nordstrom too.
I didn't have enough money to go to Nordstrom back in the day, so. But yeah, it was just the light up shoes were. I just felt like and I remember my kids like, we want them, and my mom's like, I got him this, and I was so pissed. But then I was like, a one pair, and you can only wear it when you're at grandma's.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go. Yeah, it's a grandma shoe. Just leave them there.
Grandma shoe. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, there you go. That's really
Yeah,
funny.
those don't come.
I heard that jellies are making a comeback.
They are.
I kind of want some.
Me too. But I was like, ooh, will you make that your feet smell?
Yeah, and
Like,
are they comfortable now? Because I'm like they probably will rub in the wrong places. I don't know.
It could be. We need to hit Target because I bet you they have it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That
Go
was so
check them
fun.
out.
Yeah. Okay. Jellies.
Oh
definitely.
my gosh, I've loved jellies. All right, I don't know how we got here,
Okay,
but
sorry.
I do have
Okay.
one more story to tell. And this one is, I mean, maybe they listen to our podcast, but I pulled it off of Reddit.
You and your Reddit. I love it.
I love Reddit so much because you can find anything on there. And I've never actually posted anything on Reddit. You know how you can like post questions and or create threads or whatever. I've never actually done that. Christian has, and he gets like great answers for
You
stuff.
should post there and
I
ask for
should.
creepy stories.
I totally
We
should.
have a podcast and we're looking for creepy stories. Our podcast is called this, and we do listener stories.
I'm gonna do that.
Do you have any creepy stories? That'd be cool. Just to see.
That would be duh.
To get more
Why haven't I
info.
tried that?
Yeah.
Because you get really good responses because people like just want to. I feel like the majority of people are good and just want to help each other.
True.
That is my optimistic look on life right now. And then there's always the troll in there that's just like, why would you even ask this question? I'm like, are you even here? Okay. Anyways,
Bye. Bye, friend.
so I pulled this one off of Reddit,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna read it from what it says, and it's kind of funny. It says, "Hi. I don't know if this is scary enough, but it freaked me out, so I figured I'd send it. Sorry if I'm rambling." Like, perfect. Okay, this was maybe 4 years ago. I was hiking near this lake about 20 minutes from my house. It's kind of an off-season trail, so no one was really around, which is why I liked it. I had my dog with me. He's usually super chill, doesn't bark at anything, or doesn't get spooked easily or anything like that. So we're walking along, and suddenly he stops and just stares out into the woods. He stops moving. He's not wagging his tail. He's just staring. I figured it was a deer, but then I hear this laugh. Like a kid's laugh. Yeah, like a kid's laugh, but not a happy one. More like making fun of me. Like, yeah. that's what I picture. Like somebody,
Pointing.
a little kid pointing. Yeah. I don't even know how to describe it. It echoed weird. Like it didn't sound like it was coming from a specific place. It was just everywhere. Ooh. So yeah, I do the dumb thing and call out like, "Hey, someone there?" And I hear the laugh again, only closer. My dog starts whining at this point and backing up, which scared me more than anything because he doesn't do that. He doesn't respond.
Wait, was this daytime or nighttime? Or did she not say it? The person didn't?
It doesn't say.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to paint a whole picture. Okay.
I mean, I would think it would be during the daytime.
Okay.
I don't know.
Daytime. Yeah. Hiking just with the dog. Cool.
Yeah.
right.
Why would you go out in the dark? But I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Well, I'm thinking
It
like
doesn't
if
say.
it's like getting dark and
Yeah,
you're like in the
dusk or something like
afternoon.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
it's later
Sorry.
on, but
Please
I don't know.
continue. No questions till the end.
Yes, please hold your question. So where was I? So my dog starts whining and backing up, which scared me more than anything because he never does that. So I decide, okay, it's time to go. The whole walk back, I swear I can hear little footsteps behind me, crunching leaves, but when I turn around, there's nothing. When I get to my car, I hear the laugh one more time, only it's right behind me, like in my ear. My dog jumps in the car on his own, which he literally never does, and I just peel out of there. Like, oh my God, I'd probably throw up.
Oh God.
The next day,
creeps.
right? The laughing, that's just unsettling in general. And for it to get close, no, just no. The next day I went back because I thought maybe I imagined it. But there were those.
Went back for more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would you go back? Did you
Okay.
bring your dog with you? I don't know. The next day, the dog probably wouldn't even get out of the car. So she goes back because she thought she imagined it. But there were these little footprints in the dirt off the trail, barefoot, like a little kid. And it had snowed lightly overnight, so they had to be fresh. I haven't gone back alone since. Anyways, that's my creepy story. Thanks for reading it.
Oh man, give me the creep.
And it was snowed, so we're
Yeah.
barefoot in the snow.
Yeah.
What little kid would be barefoot
Frostbite?
in the snow? Yeah. No way.
No. Oh my god.
I hate
Well, a
that
ghost
story.
can't feel that.
Yeah, exactly.
But the laugh,
laughing.
the laugh is super unsettling.
Yeah.
Like I probably, hee, you're about to die.
Yeah.
Or what,
That I don't like
That's
laughing
creepy.
at all.
Yeah.
Anybody that laughs,
Don't laugh.
yeah, don't laugh. I'm laughing constantly. Yeah, like that's just like super unsettling. Just I don't even know. Like even like
It's like a mind game. Like,
Yeah, that's it.
It's like, okay, why are you laughing? Why are you being like
it's like you're trying to diffuse it, like the
Yeah.
situation, make it like lighthearted.
yeah.
When
No.
you're gonna try to murder me or something. I don't know. It's like the creepy clown kind
Ugh.
of thing, like
No. Oh.
or the Jack in the Box, like the little Pop Goes the Weasel thing. I hate
Are
that
your
song.
kids
It's
going
creepy.
to have one of those?
No, they're creepy.
They are.
I don't care what anybody says. Like
I saw one
No.
with Barney coming out.
I'm gonna buy that one for you.
Oh my gosh. Did my niece have it? Where did I see
my
this? I
God.
saw this like with somebody like a child that I was familiar with. And I was like, oh, no. Why? Why will you
so
do
funny.
this?
Yeah, they make them for like all different themes and everything else, and I don't really
Yeah.
get why. Like the
I don't know.
anticipation, like that's fear mongering. I don't like it one bit.
I know. Like, oh, is it coming now? Is it coming?
Yeah.
It reminds me playing with my niece's kids. They had that pie in your face game.
Oh yeah.
They
What is
put
that
whipped
called?
cream.
Yeah,
It's like, and you go around.
yeah,
And I can't remember exactly what you do, but it cranks, and it's gonna slap.
yeah.
Just like, oh,
That's
gosh,
funny.
I can't.
At least you get whipped cream out of it.
I guess. But, yeah.
Yeah, the anticipation games, I'm not into those, but it's like in Elf where he's like having to test all the Jack in the
Oh
Box.
yeah.
That's how I feel about them
I
too.
love that movie.
Me too. It's the best.
It's like Russian roulette for children.
That's a perfect way to describe it. When you're supposed to be able to be like, okay, it's the end of the song, it's gonna pop out. You know what I mean?
It's like,
But no.
it's kind of creepy.
Oh,
Oh no.
teaching our
I
kids how to
do.
gamble young.
Now memories are being triggered. I went to a bachelorette party and they had one of those.
What popped out?
What you're thinking popped
That's
out.
pretty
It was
funny, actually.
It was, yeah, but it was a game we had to go kind of like around, and whoever it popped to, it was like a whole thing.
That's really funny.
That was pretty funny though. It was. Bad visual. Okay. But yeah, creepy toys. That we should have put that in the creepy toys.
Yeah, we should
story.
have. That's a good one.
Wow. Okay. Well, that story was all types of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not
read
one.
it for the win.
I know you go hiking with like Tucker by yourself. I could never
Yeah.
go hiking just by myself with a dog. Our
Yeah.
daughter does it.
I don't
I'm just
usually
like,
go very far.
Yeah.
Like if I'm alone, like it's not usually.
Yeah.
And I usually stay like on the main
Trail. Like.
trail or whatever. There's more
But
people.
still, you'll be alone at some point.
Yeah.
And apparently, our pets cannot be,
That's
a
true.
reliable
I think Tucker
companion.
would totally try to like
Attack.
fight something.
Yeah.
He thinks he's like way bigger than he is,
I love that. I
You
love
know?
that so much. He does.
and he's a little cocky.
He's, yeah. He.
I think he would definitely try to fight something,
All right. Okay. Yeah.
whether he could see it or not. Also, I'm pretty convinced he sees stuff all the time.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
today actually. Okay, this is my last thing, and then I swear we'll stop talking. But today, so our other dog Dozer, he's getting closer to the veil. Let's say, like he's old.
I love him so much.
And he can't, right now he has an ear infection, but before that he couldn't hear at all anyways. And so I came in and he's laying like on the floor right here in between like the kitchen and the living room. And I'm like, Dozer, Dozer, like, you know, he can't hear me. So I have to go like put my hand on him, like, and I'm trying to be nice because I know like it startles him. So like kind of just barely touch him, and he flails up, you know, all startled. But then he like moves his head to the side, like all creepy, and just stares like straight out, like towards the stairwell right here. And I just gotten Tucker home because Tucker and I just went to the vet and came back. And so then I'm looking at Dozer. I'm like, are you okay? Like, what do you see up in the stairs? And Tucker whipped around and stared at me. And I was like, this was like, it was such a weird interaction. Dozer was staring up the stairs and I was like, what do you see, buddy? And Tucker whipped around and was like, what are we seeing? Like, it was so weird. And I was like, there's something on the stairs. So now I'm like all paranoid looking at the stairs.
Your house definitely has paranormal activities.
It's so weird, but I never felt like anything was out to get me.
But definitely activity. I'm telling you, you have a highway of spirit in the upstairs between your bedroom and your bathroom. There's something, I swear, it just feels like, I don't know, just
there's something like it's just so lively.
Yeah,
lots of energy. Can't wait for these kids to come out and see what happens. I feel like that's just going to add a whole new dynamic to this whole the whole thing.
I love it. Okay, we'll wrap it up.
All right.
We did a lot of rambling.
A lot of yapping today.
A lot of yapping. But send us your listener stories.
Yes,
we drop episodes every Thursday, and we read listener stories every 10 episodes. So we are on the 30th episode. Woohoo!
So crazy. We've been doing this
for
that long already.
I know. So excited. And also follow us on the social medias. We have a Patreon account where you can, come join us. We do, we have a spell library. We have a library of meditation and other amazing things. And I do oracle card readings and actually little channeling sessions every Monday. And every Sunday, I share soul notes from the universe where I channel a message to support us that week. So if you'd like to join the coven, we would love to have you there. And also we do events. So the last one we had was really, really incredible. And we're hoping to do more in the near future. And if you're part of the coven, you get a discount, which is awesome.
There's some extra raffle tickets.
Yep.
We give away some good stuff.
We do. We do. All right, everyone. Well, anything I miss?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, till next time. Besitos. Tune in. Stay curious.
Peace.
Bye. I had forgotten that I had to say that.
Whatever. I think we've actually forgotten a couple of times now.
Oh my gosh. Probably. I just I'm so loud. Oh man. So I wonder how long this one was.
So back to the Titanic after that really fun interlude about a caterpillar centipede that could kill us. It's gone now. Good news. All right, so
I will double check that paper that I had in my hand out
just
there.
throw it outside.
Well, I don't know if it ever came off the paper. I was trying in all the trees, and none of them were satisfactory for the caterpillars.
Or whatever
Centipede
it is.
killer.
Ugh, murder bug. Gross. Okay.
Aw, he was kind of cute. Just confused. But it also scare the bejesus out of me.
Ugh, oh, it's so creepy. They're so
What
slimy.
if it was
I'm,
a
like, worried.
Demogorgon? Like in a tiny form? It was the same color, I think.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Cool.
No.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay.
The Titanic.
So back to what we're supposed to be talking about. So I forgot where we were. I was talking about
Okay, so we ended up with the violin.
yeah, so that was real. That actually happened. They
And
played to the
then-
very end. Oh, and then we're talking about the perfume vials.
Oh, the perfume
and
vials, yeah.
all of the stuff that they recovered back in 1985. And then that was what sparked the museums all over the place. So and then you were like, imagine how haunted that stuff is. Well, actually, you're right. So one of the shows that I'm obsessed with, Ghost Adventures, did an entire episode on at the one in, I think I want to say it was in Tennessee. I don't know. I don't remember which museum it was, but they did an entire episode where they investigated the museum with all the artifacts and stuff. And you guys go find it. I don't know what season or what episode it is, but it's so good. And they actually would hear music playing, like the piano would play.
Yeah.
They saw like kids' handprints on the windows. that weren't there before, like this really crazy stuff. And they went there because a lot of people that worked at the museum were like saying like there's so much activity and like they're, you know, the people that worked there were like writing to, you know, the team, and they finally got them to come out there. So there's a lot of reports of hauntings in these museums. And then there's also psychic mediums that have claimed to communicate with people that have died. And they've been given like facts and stuff that they've been able to prove accurate and like find these people's names in like the book, like the ledger or whatever of passengers. And then were watches that were found that were recovered that had like the time was stuck at 2:20 a.m., which is when the ship sank, which is creepy. But yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
No, that's super haunted. And just, I'm thinking museums in general are haunted.
Yeah, I mean, and the way these people died too was super traumatic.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you didn't die from impact of hitting the water or whatever, you basically just either drowned or you know, froze to death over hours.
Yeah.
Right? Or I don't even know how long it would take to freeze in that low temperature of water. But yeah, pretty nuts.
Wow.
So now let's get to the bread and butter of why I wanted to talk about. Well, I mean, obviously I'm obsessed with Titanic, so I want to talk about this for lots of reasons. But some key points here about, well, just some, I'm going to open up the theories here, and then I'm going to go in depth about one that I'm like strongly for. Okay, so here are some conspiracies and hidden agendas. Hidden agendas beneath the ice. That's what this article that I found says.
Oh, that's what it's called. I thought you were making.
I should have taken credit for it, but I can't. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Okay, so the first one is the Olympic switch theory, and it says a $7.5 million scam? Question mark. So the theory is the Titanic that sank wasn't the actual Titanic at all. It was her older, slightly damaged sister ship, the RMS Olympic. So according to this theory, the White Star Line orchestrated a switch after the Olympic suffered serious damage in 1911 in a collision with the British Navy vessel that was no longer insurable.
Wow.
So some key points here. The Olympic and the Titanic were nearly identical in design. Some believe that they were swapped during the dry dock repairs in Belfast. So the Olympic...
Were they swapped on purpose, or were they just, somebody was like, ooh, like...
Good question. Okay. Yeah, so they're saying that they think it was on purpose. But yeah, so the Olympic was damaged in 1911. The Titanic maiden voyage was on the 12th. Yeah. So they could have swapped parts, you know, and they were also at the same shipyard in Belfast.
Got it. Hey, question. Why did it only had 20 boats? I know that like in the movie it says like, hey, you know, where's the rest of the boats? And the designer's like, well, it's an unsinkable ship. You're supposed to, you know, we didn't want to like, for aesthetics, basically.
Yeah, for aesthetics. Yeah, that's what they claimed.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to follow us on social media at witcheswhopodcast.
Of boats to passengers, and at the last second, they pulled some off, and I'll go into that here in a second. So. Another key point about this Olympic switch situation, and this is just good information to have, White Star Line was owned by JP Morgan Chase. He backed the International Mercantile Marine Company, and he stood to lose millions of dollars on when the Olympic was decommissioned. So he lost a bunch of money. He was pissed, and they're like, all right, let's reuse this ship and create the Titanic or whatever.
Got it.
So here's proof, and that's in air quotes here, that, you know, stuff that can give backing to this theory that they use the Olympic or just slapped a new name on it. The porthole inconsistencies. So Titanic had 14 portholes. The wreck has 16 matching the Olympic. So it's documented that the Titanic has 14 portholes, like in all of the blueprints and everything else. But when they recovered it, they found 16, which would be the same as the Olympic. The nameplates, some suggest the Titanic name was riveted on, not engraved. That hasn't been proven.
Okay.
And workers were allegedly sworn to secrecy, so they wouldn't give a statement at all. Like, no, this is like, it was just the way, if they were addressed about it, they wouldn't talk about it.
Okay.
So here's some counter evidence. So the wreck's builder number 401 matches the Titanic's.
Okay.
Well,
but also
you could have forged that. There are some structural differences in the deck layout, and the design didn't match the Olympic. Okay, my theory here is like, okay, they swapped parts. And then another one is the Titanic carried brand new equipment and furnishings never used by the Olympic. How hard is it to put new furniture on a boat?
Yeah.
That doesn't stand. So I think that there's probably the truth is probably somewhere in the middle there, you know?
Absolutely.
Like, why would you not reuse some parts? You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
I don't know, but it gets better.
Oh, okay.
Gets better. So I'm just going to talk about this one last, because I have a whole lot about it. So there's a couple other ones. So the coal fire cover up. So the theory summary is there's a coal fire in one of the Titanic's bunkers that was smoldering for days before they even set sail.
Oh, and they went on it with it.
They started at a deficit, is what they're trying to say. Some claim it weakened the key bulkhead, compromising the ship's structural integrity and contributing to the rapid sinking. Because it was, I mean, it was like 3 hours. I don't know. Yeah. It seems like a long time, but it's really not for that big of a boat.
It is not. I don't think so, because look at how large it is. But water also coming in can come in pretty fast.
That's true.
Okay.
It's super interesting. So some key points about the coal fire cover-up. A fire was documented and photographed before departure.
Oh.
Yeah. But that is also how the main engine gets its power, or from these coal fires. So, I mean...
Okay, I see that.
You know? So theorists say that White Star Line chose to set sail anyways and to avoid delays. Like, it was such a grand thing. It was this huge, whatever, and they didn't want to,
So like overwork it,
Yeah.
Because in the movie it comes out of like, keep going. Yeah, let's surprise New York. Surprise on you.
Yes. How quickly they got there. Yeah, exactly.
The unsinkable ship, it's also the speedy one.
Yeah. And then some experts suggest the fire caused brittle steel near the impact zone. So it was just like it was already, we already had an issue with the fire, created brittle steel, and then it just so happens that that's exactly where the impact happened. I don't know. So modern metallurgical studies show that the Titanic steel was already brittle in cold temperatures. So they didn't test it in cold water. What? A fire likely didn't cause the iceberg collision, but may have worsened damage. I don't know. I don't know how much I buy into that one. But I mean, it could be all of these things. Like,
I know.
And then it
all
gets
kind of
into
make sense.
And
some of them make
these ones make sense.
Yeah.
And then we get into like a little bit more of the paranormal-y kind of. So this one is the Mandela effect and time travel. So some theorists claim that the Titanic didn't simply sink; it was caught in a time loop or an alternate reality. Others suggest that their survivors and the descendants are part of the Mandela effect, involving misremembered facts. So people insist they remember the Titanic breaking into 3 pieces, not 2. Like, that's an interesting one. And then some survivors allegedly claimed the ship vanished beneath their lifeboats without sound or splash, fueling the idea of temporal displacement.
Wow. Okay.
But also, like, I think there's also something to be said about, like, hysteria, and, like, mass panic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And also, like, when did you ask these survivors?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think, especially in those days, people were just making things up to make the news somehow, to sell more paper. So
yeah, exactly. They'd say anything to get their name on the front page of the paper. Yeah. So that's one of the theories: time travel, the Mandela effect. And then there is a case of UFOs.
Ooh.
So in 1898, there was a novel called Futility, which I've never heard of. It was a novella, and it was titled Futility by Morgan Robertson. And it was published in 1898, 14 years before the Titanic sank. So some people believe that extraterrestrial forces or premonitions were involved in the sinking of the Titanic. Ooh. So this book told the story of the Titan, the largest ship ever built. It sank in April in the North Atlantic after hitting an iceberg with too few lifeboats.
Coincidence?
14 years before the Titanic sank. This is the book that was written. What? I don't know. It sounds like Morgan Robertson was a witch.
Yeah. Definitely.
And okay, so some creepy coincidences connection to the book versus what actually happened. Okay. Both ships, so the Titan, which is supposedly a fictional thing, which Titanic,
of course, is right there.
You know, so both ships were described as unsinkable. Literally, the fictional, like this is nuts. A fictional book, which they could have just based the Titanic off of this book, you know, but it seems odd to me. Both struck icebergs in similar locations. They both carried the elite class, so like the highest of the high, you know, richest of the rich. And they both sank at night, killing over 1,500 people.
Wow.
Was Robertson clairvoyant?
I'm thinking yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And people are thinking that they're fiction?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's like beyond weird.
Right?
Like that's something.
Those are crazy. I want to read the book now.
I know.
Like that seems insane to me. Yeah, it came out in 1898, 14 years before the Titanic sank. Literally the exact plot line.
And this Morgan is just an author, or did they have another?
Morgan
Thanks
Robertson.
for listening, and don't forget to follow us on social media
author.
at witcheswhopodcast.
Wow. No, definitely premonitions. It may have come to, is it a he or a she?
He.
Okay, in a dream or
something.
Saw it or just got inspired with that story, with creating that story.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely want to read that book.
Yeah, me too. So I want to wrap it up with my favorite of this conspiracies. So this one is about JP Morgan Chase. So deadly dinner party. That's what this article is called. I don't know where they come up with this stuff. But it's about the Federal Reserve plot. So JP Morgan had business and political rivals aboard the Titanic. Isidore Strauss, Isidore and his wife owned Macy's. Benjamin Guggenheim and John Jacob Astor, all of whom were opposed to the creation of the U.S. Federal Reserve. So JP Morgan, not the author, was booked on the Titanic, but mysteriously canceled at the last minute. JP Morgan owned this boat. He owned White Star Line that built the Titanic and the Olympic. Remember, don't forget that. He allegedly had a lavish suite, prepared, but chose to remain in France. So he didn't get on the boat. And he was in France, not the UK, where the boat took off. And at the last minute decided not to go. But you were in France. You would have had to get to the UK. What?
Well, yeah.
It's not that close. I mean, it's close, but not that close.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He had things to do. He said, I can't make it.
All three of his powerful rivals that were against the Federal Reserve died on board. The Federal Reserve
mystery here.
Yeah. The year after 1913 was when the Federal Reserve was created.
Of course. Three, key components are no longer in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where we are, where do we stand with the Federal Reserve now? Where are we? Really?
It's a freaking disaster. Okay, so it gets better. So I'm just gonna. Oh, what happened? I had a whole thing up. It's Mercury retrograde. It's these phones, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, so here's the theory: the Titanic wasn't sunk by an iceberg. It was sunk to kill 3 men who stood in the way of the Federal Reserve. So the 3 men that I just said. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail here. So the last powerful men blocking the Federal Reserve boarded one ship in 1912. They never got off, and a year later, the bankers got their central bank. JP Morgan Chase, it is still in use today. Before 1913, the U.S. had no permanent central bank. Private banking families led by the Morgans, Rockefellers, and the Rothschilds wanted one. They wanted a central bank, right? But 3 men stood in the way. Benjamin Guggenheim, he was in charge of the mines, so mining empires, so like gold, all of that. Isidore Strauss, he was one of the owners of Macy's, the big department stores, and he was also a known anti-central bank lobbyist. John Jacob Astor, the richest man in the world and at the time. And all three were vocal opponents of the planned Federal Reserve Act. And all three were invited aboard the RMS Titanic, a ship owned by J.P. Morgan.
For free.
For free.
Really?
Morgan canceled his trip, his own trip last minute. They didn't.
You know, if my enemy is inviting me someplace and then backs out, I'm going to back out too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Like fishy. Hello.
Yes.
So the Titanic was said to be unsinkable, layered with safety tech and hand-picked elite passengers. Yet on April 15th, 1912, it sank in the deepest, coldest part of the North Atlantic. But here's what they didn't tell you. Lifeboats were deliberately reduced days before the launch.
Oh my goodness.
Crew members were switched last minute, including the captain. The ship split in two, a rare, unnatural break suggesting an internal explosion, not just an iceberg impact. So that's why I was saying earlier, like, it could have been all of these things because there was a coal fire that weakened the metal or whatever, then it could have been all of them. Multiple survivor testimonies reported hearing explosions from below deck. This wasn't a freak maritime accident. It was an operation designed to look like one.
Boom.
Insane.
Yeah. No, that's
so,
crazy.
April 15th, 1912, tax day, the Titanic sinks. 3 of the loudest anti-central bank billionaires are gone. December 23rd, 1913, Congress, in a nearly empty session during the holidays, quietly signs the Federal Reserve Act into law. Let's be honest here. This kind of shit still happens today. Yeah. They wait until, nobody's paying attention and they pass crap because there's less people that are willing to step into and oppose. Wow. So they waited till literally December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, to pass the Federal Reserve Act. Cool. The same J.P. Morgan who canceled his Titanic trip became the face of the new financial era.
Jeez.
The central banking system was no longer resisted because the resistors were 6,000 feet under the Atlantic.
Wow. You know what? I bet that worm that was here was that guy.
Yeah, right. J.P. Morgan coming back to shut the hell up, you guys. Yeah. This wasn't a delay in progress. It was a perfectly timed removal of financial threat.
Wow.
Yeah. So JP Morgan.
Makes a lot of sense.
This is like perfectly spelled out.
And even if there was a iceberg, maybe they knew directed to like, take this way.
Yeah. This is convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, make it seem like it was, in addition to that, but it started to fill up. Wow. No.
Maybe there was no iceberg. Maybe it literally was just like, they just said it was.
Because it was cold and you're in the North Atlantic.
Yeah. There's plenty of ice. Yeah.
Wow. No.
Yeah. So JP Morgan, the titan of banking, owned White Star Line, the company behind the Titanic. He was scheduled to be on board. He canceled just days before his departure, claiming he was ill. But he was later seen perfectly fine in France. Okay. After the ship sank and the 3 anti-Fed billionaires drowned, Morgan emerged untouched and became the architect of America's new banking empire. Dominated U.S. banking policy after 1913 Federal Reserve Act, he merged more banks than any man in history. He became the de facto ruler of American finance. This wasn't luck. This was a survivor's reward for playing the game right.
Yeah.
In 1911, so the year before the Titanic set out, White Star Line's RMS Olympic was badly damaged in a Navy collision. I know we talked about this, but this, I'm just going a little more in depth. It was expensive, barely insurable, and a financial disaster. A year later, Titanic was built, nearly identical in design, insurable, hype-worthy, and carrying the wealthiest men alive. Many researchers believe the ships were switched. The Olympic was disguised as the Titanic, then deliberately sunk to cash the insurance and eliminate elite opposition.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. Like all of those could have been.
Stone.
Yeah, literally.
Wow. Okay.
He lost billions of dollars or millions of dollars on the Olympic. And what a great way. Now not only did you just completely take over all of American finance, but now you just created insurance fraud.
Jeez.
Whatever.
No wonder insurance is okay.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
So what evidence do we have of this? The Titanic's port windows, we talked about that earlier,
That's
didn't
really
match,
weird.
which is super odd. Yeah. Survivors noted the ship's interior layout was a little odd, like things didn't really make sense. And if this was a boat that was literally
Brand
built
new,
specifically for this, why wouldn't, I mean, it would have been a little bit more well put together, right? Crew who worked on the Olympics said that they boarded the Titanic but saw familiar wear and tear. There was one guy that literally said, I carved my initials into the panel and it was still there.
Oh. Yeah, that's not a brand new ship.
No way.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, can we trust that one dude? Who knows? But this wasn't just this wasn't just mass murder. It may have been insurance fraud, assassination, and elite restructuring all in one move.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Jeez.
So why were these three men such a threat? Like, what could they really have done, right? So John Jacob Astor, the richest man in America, backed gold-backed currency, publicly opposed a central banking cartel because he was in charge of all the mines. Which, honestly, John Jacob, we'd probably be in a much better spot if we would have just not sunk the Titanic, but whatever. Benjamin Guggenheim, mining tycoon and deep European ties, feared central bank control over commodity flows. Isidor Straus, the co-owner of Macy's, was vocal against private bankers influencing the state of money. He had personal access to U.S. politicians and didn't trust the Fed's creators. Together, they represented old wealth, family empires built before the Rothschild-style banking model. They didn't want debt slavery. They didn't want central control. Their deaths cleared the final resistance to the Federal Reserve Act. Within a year, the law passed, the Fed was born, and America was owned by interest. This wasn't just tragedy, it was financial warfare dressed up as a maritime disaster. So
good
freaking crazy.
Like article you got there.
I know, it's pretty good. It's a good one.
Yeah, no, that happened.
Yeah, right? It just makes so much sense. So more backing to this. There's been patterns of this throughout history. So kill opposition, pass the law. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Kill opposition, pass the... Oh, yeah.
Somebody opposes you, kill the opposition, and then you get a law approved.
Oh, yeah, that's happening now.
It's happening now. But let me just throw some names out there. Abraham Lincoln. He issued debt-free greenbacks to avoid central banks shot in the head.
Wow.
Shortly after, U.S. returns to debt-based money system.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. James Garfield. He warned whoever controls the money supply of a nation controls the nation. He was assassinated weeks later after making that statement.
Wow.
Here's my favorite one. Another thing about me is I'm obsessed with Titanic. 2, I'm obsessed with John F. Kennedy and his entire conspiracy situation. So much so that I want to name my daughter Kennedy.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, and also I found out that Monroe is a family name, and so I want to name my daughter Kennedy Monroe just because.
You just have to do it.
Oh my gosh.
Kennedy
we'll
Monroe.
see.
It will make people tilt their heads
Be
and
like,
be like, okay.
I think it's cute. All right.
Family name, you say? You say. Okay.
Oh my gosh. But JFK, he signed the executive order to strip the Federal Reserve of power, shot in broad daylight, obviously, in freaking Texas. And directly after, the order was reversed after his death, literally days after his death.
Wow, how are we now catching up to this? Like why are we still in this situation?
How do we not see this? Yeah. Like, why are we so blind? Like, or most of us, I suppose, I guess.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
So the Titanic's 3 billionaires were the last line of old world resistance to central banking. They died in 1912. The Federal Reserve Act passed in 1913. The pattern, remove resistance, pass the reset. Over and over, they don't argue, they eliminate.
Wow.
It's faster. And people just turn the other freaking cheek.
Yeah.
Schools teach Titanic as a love story. Not as a tragedy, but a symbol of human error.
No. Full-blown target.
This was a strategic execution of 3 anti-bank billionaires. Hollywood made it the most watched disaster in history, but never mentioned Astor, Guggenheim, or Strauss by name. You probably couldn't. Like, think about that. Freaking James Cameron probably would have been assassinated too.
Yes.
You know?
Please do not kill us.
Yeah, I don't want to die either.
No.
Just, whatever.
Okay, we curse you, we curse you, we curse you.
Exactly. Books, documentaries, and museums focus on icebergs and violinists, not on JP Morgan's last-minute cancellation or the Federal Reserve Act. Why? Because grief sells, but questioning power doesn't. The story was rewritten to keep you emotional, not analytical.
Wow.
They buried the motive under music, class, romance, and a frozen sea. You cried for Jack, but you never looked for the signatures behind the sinking. I mean, guilty, right? It took me 30 years to figure this shit out. Okay, that's actually not true. I've been deep into this for a while, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
But think about it. If they would have made a movie about what really happened, that movie would have never came out.
Men in Black would have come and
they
you can't air this. You have to shut down.
Exactly. Totally.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So the Federal Reserve Act wasn't born through debate. It was midwife by silence, sabotage, and sea burial. When 3 of its loudest opponents went under, the world's most dangerous financial machine surfaced. And now every dollar you touch, every inflation spike you suffer, every recession that wipes out your savings began with a sinking that was never meant to be solved. You were never taught this pattern because if you saw it once, you'd start seeing it everywhere. You're welcome, you guys.
My goodness.
Yeah. Isn't that insane?
You know what? It's I can't. It's how do we get out of this, people? Like, really, what do we do?
Yeah, and for those of you that are like, oh, these are crazy people, look at the facts, you guys. Like,
yeah.
This is history. It's not even...
Yeah, it's just not the history that they want you to see.
Yeah, totally.
So go down your rabbit holes.
Yeah. So,
yeah, this was incredible. I learned so much, and I'm just so angry.
I know. Now we're all mad about
I
everything.
think I don't have a chase bag.
Me neither.
No.
Not like it matters. They're all owned by
I
the same
guess,
people,
yeah. They're all merged somehow.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Whatever.
JP.
Cool. So yeah, Titanic. Not a love story.
No.
I mean, I'm sure people were in love on the boat.
Man,
maybe.
I'm going to see it now so differently.
I know.
When I go watch it, just be like, oh, damn, who are you? You behind.
Yeah.
Who are you hiding? You're not the real captain.
Yeah, not you.
Not you.
I know.
That is
And there's several
insane.
documentaries you can watch too about Titanic too, which are really fascinating. But yeah, I'd like to go to one of the museums one
That'd be
day
cool.
for sure and just look at everything and be like, that was mine. Or look for like some names on the ledgers or whatever. Be like, I think I was on this boat.
Wow.
But one of these days I'm going to do a regression specifically to like this and see. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I drowned in a lot of lives. So like that comes up a lot for me. So it's not like, so I don't know. Just my connection. They have some weird deep tie to this story and this boat and this whole situation that I can't.
What if you were the
figure
wife of the Macy's guy? She was also in
What's
the
her name?
boat.
Ida or something? Yeah. Maybe.
And maybe that's why, the heart of the ocean. Oh, no, what is it called?
Yeah, the heart of the ocean. Yeah, the
It's
sapphire
yours.
necklace. Maybe.
Who knows?
Interesting.
Interesting. Well, this has been amazing. I love it. We have
Thanks for
tiny
taking this wild ride.
or Gorgons like coming and
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh, yeah, no. But okay, thank you, everyone. Sorry, I'm all
Now I'm all worried. Like,
skittish with the little.
it's either a
It's
ghost
fine.
or a bug of some sort.
I was worried that the pastry was gonna fall, and it didn't. So I'm gonna finish it.
That's when you notice.
And then I know, and no, I don't know what made me turn.
Huh.
Like I just turn. I think maybe I did turn towards the pastry.
Yeah.
And I see it, and I'm like, ah.
Ugh, I've never seen one that color either. It was like a weird tan color.
Yeah, but it had like a pinkish.
Yeah, it was very odd.
Like a skin color,
Ugh.
almost like.
Like a demigorgon.
No.
All right. Well,
Thank you, everyone. This was a great episode.
Yes.
You got not only your Titanic, you got authentic screams from,
yeah. Real life
relating what
events.
happened there.
Tucker coming home.
I know.
So I hope I have inspired you to maybe look at some things a little differently.
And keep it real, please.
Keep it real.
Let's be us. But thank you. Go follow us on all the medias. Join our coven at Patreon. We have a bunch of stuff there. And we drop episodes every Thursday. So
Yeah.
yes, that's it. Anything else?
I don't know.
Okay. Wear your lifeguard when your life jacket when you're
Count
going
the
in
lifeboats when you get on.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a boat. All right. Okay. Till next time. Besitos. Bye.
Peace.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to follow us on social media at witcheswhopodcast.